Hey guys, this is Kim from This Darn Chicks Designs. I wanted to show you today a design program that I found. It's called Makecase, okay? Inside this Makecase, you can actually go in and you can pick out one of these 4 boxes that you want to use. So let's go ahead and we're going to click on this one, okay? And what you're going to want to do is, this is like a 3D image, so you can drag to rotate, scroll to zoom, whatever you want to do. Totally up to you. When you create a box with this, which is so cool, when you create a box, you want to do your boxes in inches. You also want to know what the material thickness is. Usually when I create my box, I create it with 1/4 inch thickness in it. And then I got to figure out, do I want an open or do I want a closed box? So most of the time, I usually do an open. So I will go over here and I will press open, and that will be the top part of your box. So if you was to fit any type of papers or supplies, craft supplies or whatever, you can be able to just already have that open at the top there. Okay, another thing is you're going to put in your width, your height, and your depth. So let's say my width, I want it, let's just do 10 inches, 10 inches wide. So this is going to show you what it would look like if it was 10 inches wide, okay? So it'd be like 10 inches across, okay? Your height, everything like that. Do you see that? Then your height is going to be 4 inches from here to here, and your depth would be actually on the inside. Now, if I wanted to create this, and then I was like, okay, well, I want more rolls, okay? So what we would do is we would go ahead. You can put your custom thickness in here too. So I normally don't mess with that too much if I don't have to. But let's say, for instance, this is 10 inches width, height is 4 inches, and your depth is 4. The outside of it would be, like I said, 1/4 of an inch. Now, if you wanted to go down and you want to do like a 3/8 of an inch, it's going to show you what your dimensions are going to look like. So if you kind of see that there. So let's go back to, let's say 1/4, because that's what I usually use anyways. This is what I used for a project that I just got done, which I'll show you here in a minute. Now, when you're done, deciding what part of your box that you want to make and how wide you want it and the depth and all that kind of stuff, you're going to want to go down here. And these are called edge joints. You can either usually do a flat, or you can do a finger, okay? Or you can do a T-slot. And those T-slots are like putting in different types of screws. And so I never use that T-slot. I just always either use a flat or I go back to finger. Now, sorry, I'm just drinking my coffee here. So let's just figure out, like, if we wanted to go ahead and we wanted to use these actual finger designs here, okay? I don't know why all this keeps popping up here and it's driving me nuts. You will, on this is another one thing that I don't like about the Makecase, is that you get all of these ads by Google. That drives me absolutely nuts, because you don't know what type of ads are going to pop up, and you don't want people to be offended by some of these ads. So let me see if I could take some of this off. I don't like that. So anyways, going on with this, see how you have to just keep popping it off because it's just, it drives me nuts. So sorry. Anyways, so you're going to go to the finger size. Okay, so do you want your finger size to be wider? Do you want them to be, do you want it to be like, here's your finger joints right here. So this is actually how you're going to put each piece together. And when you put your box together, it's just going to kind of clip right into each other. So you could do that, or you can go back down to a lot of these little fingers here. And this is the way your box is actually going to go ahead and be put together, okay? It's just going to snap in together, which is a good thing. So let's say, for instance, this is a box I wanted. What you'll do is you'll take this box and you will download the box plans. This is going to show you right here, your back, your front, your left, your bottom, all that, which is really good. If you wanted a panel layout and you wanted to separate it, you could separate it, or you can combine it. Totally up to you. If you see the difference up here, you'll see where it's being combined, and you'll have it separate. I like to do mine separate. I don't like mine to be combined. And then what you'll do is you can download this. You'll download an SVG, okay? Once you download your SVG, you're gonna go up here into your box, and it's gonna show you exactly back, right, front, left. The cool thing about this is I can actually take this from the marker case that I've downloaded and go over to my Glowforge, and I can upload this onto my Glowforge. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna go into Glowforge, and this is with my Glowforge like Aurora, okay? That I can actually just take it in there and then upload it. So I'm gonna go to New Design, upload my file. I usually go into my recents because that's what it's gonna show. Box 7, is this it, box 7? I have so many of these boxes now. 5, 6, 7, I thought it was 8. Well, let's just show you this one. Okay, you upload it, okay, and it will show you that your design is being prepared, arranged into groups and separated into steps, okay, which is great. Once you do that, what I do with mine is I take it, okay, and I go up here and let's just say we're going to do thick basswood plywood. That's, you know, sometimes that's what I do. These are already separated, which is really great. So all you have to do is pull these off to the side, and then this is where you can start adjusting your size. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to adjust every one of these. You can pull it in, you can pull it out, you can make it as big as you want, you can do whatever you want with it. I suggest, though, don't do that, because what you're going to do is you're going to mess up your whole design. You don't want to mess up your design, okay? But once you pull these pieces off to the side with the Glowforge doesn't recognize that. So it's going to actually go ahead and it's going to just go ahead and cut this part. And then once you're done, usually what I do is I take it and I cut, and I take that piece off, and then I pull another piece over. Once that one's done, I kind of go back and forth, okay? So that's the cool thing about the Makecase, okay, that you can do. Let's go ahead. We're going to get off here, all right? Now, I want to show you an inspiration piece that, let me see if I can get off the Glowforge here. Sometimes I get on these and I'm just like clicking around and trying to figure out where everything's at. Let's get this guy off here. Okay, and we're just gonna put him, well, goodness gracious. There we go, okay. This was my inspiration piece. This piece right here was from Target. I wanted to do this. Now, obviously, I can't mimic everything. I mean, it's just, you have a Glowforge Aurora, so you're not gonna be able to do too much with it. This is what I came out with, which was really cool. Let's go here. This was what I did myself, you know, and at this time when you're seeing this, it is actually, the paint's drying, so I actually put a couple of extra coats of black on here and sand this down. And then, but this is the box that I was able to put together. When I do my crafts, I really make a mess with my crafts. Let's go in here. Let's look at, see here, yeah. Let me just pull this down here. Okay, so here is some of the ones that I've done. There's that one. And this is just in the middle of everything. But I was able to create this box with the actual maker and I put those two programs together with my Glowforge. So I was pretty happy about what I did. That was kind of one of my, that was something fun for me. So normally if I see something, I can pretty much do it. It just takes a little bit of thinking process and finding the right software, and then that's actually going to be compatible to that. This is looking a little rough here, but I don't know. I should have another picture that I will have to upload and put it in there. Let me go down to my, let's go down to my photos and go to my recents. I'll have to blur all this out, you guys. But anyways, I don't see it for right now. But anyways, this is, like I said, this is what I created. Here's my other ones. Here we go. This is the finished process. This is what it looked like afterwards. It was really nice afterwards. I put a little bit of floral in it and all that, and I, you know, put some lights in it. And so it just basically came out to be like a fairy box. So you can do these things with the with your Glowforge, which is really cool. You just have to get onto the programs and start downloading some of this. Now, like, here is a box I did. This is box 7. This is Untitled Design 8. When I do my own stuff, I make sure I get it in here. I do put it in my designs. And just because you don't have a Glowforge, like the bigger one, just the regular Glowforge, like the HD or whatever, does not mean that you can't do these designs. Because I was able to actually do them in my Glowforge Aurora. I mean, here's box 3. Box 3 shows you, and it was a very, very tiny one. So, but it showed me exactly where my dividers were and everything. So you can do this. You just have to get into the software and work with it and be able to download it to your Glowforge. Well, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later. Thank you so much. Bye.